What's happening, Andy? Here I'm joined by Matt Baroletti. Matt is with Canon USA. How are you today, Matt?
Doing very well, Andy. Thanks for having me.
It is great to see you. We are touching base with you. You were actually my first, one of my first interviews of the whole year, my first Canon interview for sure. And you had some big news last month. Wanted to kind of check in. But before we get to that, why don't you give us a little background? Tell us what do you do for Canon? How long you've been there? What's your day to day? And what does Matt do for Canon?
Very good, Andy. Matt Baroletti. I'm a senior director in our engineering service and solutions team. That's the service organization for the office equipment. I've been here with Canon for 35 years. Come next month. I've had a number of different roles. I started out in training and moved to technical support, and right now I'm leading three teams: our solutions engineering team, our technology systems team, and our technical support center. The engineering team is that third level support and working with Canon Inc. and Canon production printing, focusing on quality of the products coming out. Our technology systems team works on the IT that we use, our e-support website and the solutions and systems in place. And finally, the tech support center. That's the group that provides support for our dealer technicians, system engineers. Occasionally, they're in the field. They need a little bit of help addressing an issue. We're there just a phone call away.
So the service group, that's one of my near and dear. I was actually a salesperson. I made the service people kind of crazy, but as I've grown in this career, it's always fun when I visit these dealerships. And I visited a lot of Canon dealerships over the years. Service departments are always fun. They're most of these people have been working there forever. They're tenured.
Mm.
The management in those places have been there forever. They've grown up with the companies and the communities. So very different than the sales groups that I've been part of and watched. That turn over a little bit more often, and so it's the heart. It's the backbone really of the dealer, right? I mean, it's
Exactly. I mean, the technicians on a day-to-day basis, they're the ones who are seeing the customers in the field. A lot of times they're the face of that dealership to the customer. I see them maybe once every couple months. And it's important, like you said, tenured group. They know what they're doing, but sometimes they get in a jam and they need a little support from the manufacturer.
Well, that's where you guys come in. So you have been with Canon for a while now, and I don't know if you've been as long with Canon as you've been winning this award, but we wanted to talk to you about this recognition that you received from Benchmark Portal, and it's the 15th straight year you've won this. It's a prestigious Center of Excellence certification from the Benchmark Portal. So maybe give us a little bit about background about this. This was, I think, when your first release. It might have been your first Canon's first release, at least for this group of the year. It was right at the beginning of January,
Yep,
and so yeah, give us some background on this. Tell us a little about the award and what does it mean to Canon and to your dealers?
certainly, Andy. So it's always important to be able to measure how you're doing. It's very good. We can rate ourselves. We can hear from our customers. But with the tech support center, the whole call contact center is an industry onto its own. And we've been partnering with Benchmark Portal. They provide services where they share best in practice efforts. They started 1995 with Purdue University, and they're currently the world's largest contact center metrics database. So each year we meet with them, we share the data that we're collecting for our call center. What they do is they do an analysis of our operations. What's great is we get the best practices for what's happening in the call center industry now. So we're always looking to improve, making sure we have the latest solutions, understand where we're taking advantage of new things. AI is coming into the play these days. And each year they also rate us for their center of excellence based on effectiveness and efficiency. So we give them a mound of data. They look to compare us to the companies they work with. And for the 15th year in a row, they've recognized us as a center of excellence. So one of the top 10% of those sharing data with Benchmark Portal. And for 15 years in a row, Benchmark Portals have shared with us they've only had two or three companies that have had such a long run. So it really goes to the dedication of our team. They're answering the calls. Our agents answer between 12 and 18 calls a day. Each one, it's a new test that we've got to stand up to. And it's good to understand that we're matching up with the best of the best.
Well, that's amazing. Being recognized with that kind of consistency in anything. By the way, congrats for Canon winning.
Thank you.
What was it? Patents came out yesterday. I think you
Oh,
guys
yeah,
were, top five patents
top
for like
five.
the millionth year in a row. You spent a lot in R&D, and when you reinvest in your company, things like R&D you come out with great products, and you also have this center of excellence that you guys are supporting. So this is a call center. How many people are in this call center? What kind of metrics are you looking at with this? And maybe if we can look at, some things in the past that you've uncovered with this study that you've been able to improve on. What is doing this helped you with?
Certainly. I think you're right, Andy. It's in Canon's DNA. We devote funds to make sure that we're investing in R&D, but supports the basis of it. We want to make sure the customer is getting the full Canon experience. So we share data that covers 21 different metrics of effectiveness and efficiency. They look at the cost of operations, number of calls taken, how we're able to adhere to a schedule, average talk time, average call work time for the center, speed of answer, and customer satisfaction. Well, what do our end customers say? Additional component is they look at what our people say about ourselves. So they survey our agents. One of the things that we've done over the years with BenchmarkPortal is it's always important to listen to your frontline employees. They have their face with the customers each day, and a lot of times they're the source of our best ideas. But we reformed and sort of formalized our communications based on a suggestion from BenchmarkPortal, where we've had employee forums where we'd meet with the tech support center members and talk about topics and assign growth opportunities to the team for have them come back with suggestions. So where we had a practice of hearing from our team in terms of what we can do better. BenchmarkPortal gave us that formalized structure to implement it from what they've seen in the contact center industry.
That's very cool. So looking back over the years, how has this evolved? Are there areas that now they focus on more than they used to? Is it the same thing every year? Is it
Hmm.
just, or is this continually changing on you and you've got new metrics to, submit every year and you don't know how you're going to do?
It's something that has been changed. Usually it's the same 20, 21, 22, 23. Used to be a little bit more. I see them looking to expand on to different technologies so that they are checking. Initially, when it started, it was strictly phone calls, but what's email support? What's web support? What's I think something they're checking now, but not really rating is in terms of your use for a chatbot or automated systems within your IVR. Is there opportunities where, hey, you can get a solution quicker to a customer in an automated fashion? A lot of times it benefits the customer and it benefits you. So it's something that changes over the year, but then a lot of things consistent. Obviously, we're typically focused on our customer satisfaction. How many customers rate us on the top 5 box of their submission? What we do is after each phone call, we do issue a email survey out to the technicians and system engineers from the dealers who use our service. Their feedback is vital, and right now, 92% of them rate Canon 5 out of 5 with their satisfaction. So it's always very good to hear that feedback. They do provide suggestions in terms of what opportunities they're looking for in the future. So that type of customer feedback is very helpful.
So when you're looking at this, especially over the last couple of years, right? The availability of tools, the improvement of, what is at your fingertips, especially with AI. How have you seen that impact your call centers? Have the calls gotten quicker? Have your people gotten more productive? Where's Canon been able to leverage it, and how's that impacted, the call centers, in your opinion?
Right. I think one of the things that's important in the back end, when we're on the phone with a dealer technician working on a fixing issue, they don't really care what system we're using in terms of what's the phone system, how we're tracking our tickets. But over the past years, we've been focused. We've changed our phone system about 5 years ago. Just this past 2023, we changed our ticketing system, really focusing on more efficiency. less clicks for our agents to be able to get the call online, automatically feed them the information. Just set it up so that when they say, hello, my name is Matt from the Canon Tech Support Center. How can I help you? We've got information fed up to the agent so that they can see what's happening. They have a report showing the technician who's calling, what their training is, if they've had open tickets in the past. So really, it's looking to use the technology to feed as much information to that agent. Going forward, I'm really excited about artificial intelligence. Both our telephone platform and our ticketing platform has AI offerings built into it. We're going very slowly in terms of approach. I think we're looking to roll out an AI search out to our dealers through our eSupport website this year. Give them a little more help than the search that we have right now. And we're going to be testing some of the tools with our agents. And if it works with supporting them, something we'd like to eventually roll out as an offering on our eSupport website. Self-serve is very important, but I know from the technicians we work with, like you said, it's a tenured group out there. Sometimes they really want to be able to talk to that person. Maybe newer technicians to feel they're very comfortable just looking at that self-serve option. But we want to make sure we're taking care of the technician, whichever their preference is.
Very exciting. Before I let you go, as we wrap up, I do want to, maybe put on your crystal ball, put on your fun hat and look in your crystal ball, and let's look down the road and say, Matt, what kinds of things do you think, or do you hope, AI is going to bring to the table for you guys, for your team, for your group, and for the dealers? Maybe not right away, but down the road, you can maybe see this happening and things getting even better and better. What kinds of things are you excited about? Maybe not right now, but in a year, 2, 3, 4 years.
Right. I think one of the bases is our people. I really got a good set of the agents who are working tech support center. But I think we're experiencing the same thing our dealers are experiencing. We have an aging workforce. And I think the calculations over the next 5 years, it's possible that 20% of our organization would be in a position to retire and move out of the office equipment industry. So we see AI as an opportunity to maybe bring on junior members to our team a bit quicker, ramp up their speed so they can be experts in a much speedier fashion. I think it's something that the dealers are experiencing as well. They've got technicians out there doing their 5 calls a day, and it's going to be tough when they hit the retirement age. So what are the tools we can educate people better and provide them solutions quickly? I think right now the emerging workforce is used to grabbing their mobile phone and seeing a solution right up there. So I'm hoping that we can do a better job than we do right now. Right now we've got a good mobile solution that provides answers, but can we provide something quicker and in a more detailed fashion going forward?
Well, this has been great. Thank you so much for taking the time and sitting with us today. And congratulations on 15 years of success, right? That's quite an achievement. Nobody else I know has hit that number. Maybe they haven't. I just haven't heard it, but you're the only ones that come to mind when I think of it. So this is great. Thank you so much. Have a great weekend, and we will catch up soon. And any last shout out you want to make before you sign off?
I know that it's a team that does the effort, and within our service organization, they've got a spirit of collaboration between the engineering team, tech support center. I'm just appreciated with the great colleagues I work with on a regular basis. And thanks again, Andy. Really appreciate the congratulations, and hope to see you soon.
Great talking to you, and I hope to see you soon. I'm sure I'll see you at one of the events this year. Take care,
Very
Matt.
good. Be well, Andy. Thanks a lot.